Hello everyone, this is Sasaki. Welcome to another episode of Around the Block. I am one of the specialists in Vector here, and I'm here to bring you the greatest news the last week in crypto market. So, how's everyone doing? Hope you are very well. Let's start by taking a look on the latest news, and I want to share with you guys some things that I have been looking at, and I think it's very interesting, so you guys can know as well. First thing, everyone has noticed that we have been for like more than a year in the crypto winter, as we say. And now there are some people saying that crypto winter is getting to an end, which is great, guys. I think it's very good news. And I have the CEO of Morgan Crypto Capital saying that we are more likely to be close to the crypto summer, which is the exact opposite of the crypto winter. So, to be honest, I was very excited when I saw this news because this is Mark Yusko. He is the CEO of the, as I said, Morgan Creek Capital. Um, as we see more and more highs on last weeks and months, specifically January and December, of course, there are going to be more and more specialists and even economists being positive about the next months of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the other cryptos. But when you see someone like him saying that the crypto summer is coming up, it's something very good because I don't remember anyone like high level saying this before this year. It's the first time that I see someone so important saying something like this. So if you want to check if what he's saying makes some sense, I think we can go to the chart using Vector and see if really we're close to the crypto summer or this is just a thought that he had and doesn't make sense. So let's go and check this out. So guys, I'm gonna show you right now Vector chart, and we are going to analyze a little bit of Bitcoin and see whether his argument of the crypto summer is coming up is true, it makes sense or not. So let's go to the chart. Here I have Bitcoin in USDT in Tether, so we can analyze the latest movements in the price. As you can see, and I'm gonna show you guys using Vector that we actually had more than 40% high in the last 2 months. Okay, that is something very good. But as I always say, I don't use just the price as an indicator. I always use something else to bring the point if this high is stable or not. One very good point that I'm seeing right now is that here I have the 21 moving average, and look how interesting is this movement. Here I have the strategy which we call paint bar on Vector. If you never used before, don't worry, I'm going to teach you how to put this in your Vector. If you right click in the moving average, you can put here insert paint bar. Okay, right now I'm using 2MV media, but you can use anyone you like. If you come here to more, you can see that there are many strategies that you can use freely according to your strategy. All right, so as I was talking to you guys, here I have the paint bar in the green color. Okay, and this means we are having a bull market right now, which is great. And to complement this analysis, I'm going to use the volume indicator. You can right click in any point on your vector and choose add indicator. All right, so here I'm going to bring the volume indicator. I can use with color, which I think is the best. All right, add new window, and then I go through OK. Something very interesting that I like to say when you talk about the summer, crypto summer, is that right now we have quite a high volume, guys, in the last days. You can see here that the average in the last days is even higher than before. So we're having these hikes on the volume, which are much better and much higher than the other ones in December, for example. This means that we have more traders or investors buying and selling Bitcoin, which means the movements are very strong. Also, not only Bitcoin, but also Ethereum has a similar movement on the last weeks. Let's check here right now what we can see. There's a very good reason why I always use moving average, guys. This is the 21 moving average, and you can see when the prices go higher, it usually it takes a pullback. What is a pullback, guys? A pullback is when the price go a little bit lower, but just until the moving average and then go up again. It's a very common movement on the daily chart. All right. So the candles are always higher than the 21 moving average. This is a very strong movement of high. That is why I actually trust that this movement of Bitcoin is even better than we thought. Like you can see right here, January, we have some hikes. Again, much better than December. All right. So you can see very, very clearly that the average in January was much better. And I'm going to show you guys something very interesting. If you took the monthly chart, so I'm going to just type 1M and go to the monthly chart. After so many, let's say, crypto winter, we have just this beautiful green candle on the monthly chart. And that is very important for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the other cryptos. So let's say we actually want to believe in this guy. You know, he's the CEO of the strong, you know, he's an important person, but always study before you do anything. But yes, it seems like we are close to a better market, and maybe the crypto winter has gone to an end. And let's hope for that. All right. Going to the next news that I want to share with you guys that is very interesting is that we're having more and more smart contracts in Cardano blockchain. That is very awesome, very important for their network to get bigger and get stronger. Something very interesting that I want to say to you guys that on-chain data shows us in the last days is that we have, listen, more than 5,000, to be more specific, 5,006 smart contracts running on Cardano network, which is 1,000 more than December when we had 4,000 smart contracts. There's a very important high because this means more and more investors are trusting this network and is getting more and more stronger. To be honest, I was talking to my friend Kais a few weeks ago. Remember we were saying like Cardano, about Solana, Ethereum. For those who don't know and are listening to us right now, Cardano is kind of, some people kind of a new Ethereum, as they say. But of course, Ethereum has much more smart contracts and much more negotiations in the history. But when you talk about smart contracts, Cardano is very interesting, very interesting. On the last weeks and this month, we can say that is all-time high. Let's say again, more than 5,000 smart contracts. And if you want to see the impact of this news on the chart, I'm going to show you right now, again, using Vector. So let's go to the chart right now. Okay. And now we are going to analyze a little bit of the price of Cardano. All right. So firstly, when you see this chart, and again, guys, this is the daily chart, which is the most used chart in the world. Of course, you can use the 1 hour chart, 5 minute, it doesn't matter. If you are a day trader, of course, use 5 minutes or 10 minutes. But for me, as a swing trader, I use the daily chart for my analysis. It doesn't mean that it is the correct one. You can use anyone you like. All right. So in order to check this movement, I want to say that the movement in Cardano, again, talking about the financial volume, is so surprising in January. Guys, look at these days when we had this peak of movement. Look, how much of negotiation we had in this day was so much more than probably a whole week of December. You know the difference? So it's very different. So if you guys are looking with me since the beginning, you're gonna say, "Oh, Sasaki, I'm seeing that the volume in Cardano is much more interesting than even Bitcoin and Ethereum." Yes, you're right. You can see that the rise is so much more interesting, and I agree with you, because not only we have the price again always closing above the 21 moving average, which is very important. Okay, this is very important. Also, using my strategy, and you can use as well using Vector for free, the paint bar is green as well, which means we actually have a bullish market. And again, prices always getting higher. So I'm not telling you guys that just because of that, actually right now Cardano is going to be the new Ethereum. I'm not talking like that. It's gonna take more than this to get a new Ethereum. But the chart and the news are showing us that Cardano is getting stronger. If you want to see something very interesting, I'm going to show you something vector that not many people are used with. And I want you guys to use this as your guide in order to analyze or maybe buy crypto. If you come here on the left upper area, you can choose the option tools. All right. Here you have the market capitalization in vector. Right. When you click here, it's going to show us something very important. These are all the tokens, all the crypto available in order of the market value, from the highest, which is of course Bitcoin, to the lowest. Look of how interesting it is to see Cardano almost in the top 5 coins. So we have right now Cardano with a market value. If you let's change it to dollars, because I know you guys always see everything in American dollars. So let's try this in American dollars. Guys, $13 billion is the market cap of Cardano right now. So let's revise everything. We have good news coming. We have the chart in the bullish market, and we have Cardano almost in the top 5 of in market cap of cryptos. So, like I just said right now, I think we're getting close to a stronger network, which is great. And no, I'm not gonna say new Ethereum, but a strong competitor to the Ethereum. Because if you say, "Oh, this is the new Ethereum," come on, guys, it's not, because Ethereum has 20 times more on market cap. So, just hold on. It's going to take much more than that, maybe years to get into Ethereum's level. But the thing is, Cardano right now, maybe before, maybe after Ethereum, is the greatest network. And I think it's very interesting to see that, because last year, there are so many people saying bad stuff about Cardano and Solana because they failed, because they are not good anymore, because they are just going down. And now we can see some good reaction in the price and also the news. All right. So if I was investor in, like you guys who are starting right now, I would check very closely Cardano's price and maybe, I don't know, invest a little bit if I think that makes sense. All right, guys. So let's go to another news that I want to talk to you guys. This one's a little bit more light and more funny. It's something very new. A crypto market has come a few years ago, and now we already have a rehab center in Spain that is telling us that we have now crypto trading as an addiction in the service list. So yes, you heard it right. Actually, right now, they consider crypto addiction, crypto trading, to be more specific, to be a kind of addiction that people should be treated for. It's something very new, something very crazy to think about. I think it's the first of all to see something like that. But I don't know if you can research a little bit more about this. This is just more out of curiosity for you guys. But it's a luxury rehabilitation center in Spain that has added this service to their list. I think it was very interesting to bring here because, I have been doing some day trades for like more than 2 years right now, but I never consider myself to be an addict. Like I do some trades and it's fine. But I actually know some people that have lost all of their money pretty much. But adding this as a addition, I think it's pretty crazy, right? It's something very new. And specifically crypto trading. If you say just day trading, I would understand because you have, a lot of markets, not only crypto. But when you specifically say about crypto trading, um, I think this is just too crazy. If you want to check this out, if you have a friend who should be here, you can just research a little bit more. It is in Spain, and I think it's very expensive because, as I said, it's a luxury. They actually have here some prices that you can check out. So if you wanna prank your friends, just tell them you're sending it to the to the crypto trading rehabilitation center. All right. And this was the quickest version of all time because I'm here without my friend Kais, but he hopefully is going to be here with me next week. But to close this up with our last news of the day is that this one is not so crazy because I remember we started around the block more than a year ago, and we were talking about this for many times. Sooner or later, police were going to investigate stuff in the metaverse. I was pretty sure about it. No joking at all. No joking. Because if you can buy something in the metaverse, you can steal something because it's money worth. You have a house, you can have a car, you can have anything in there, and this is such a revolution to see that the Interpol, which is such a high authority, investigating how the police can actually uh, use crimes in the metaverse as a punishment. They can punish that. So it's not like party anymore. Just be careful about it. I know you guys are not messing up, but I'm just saying, just as an advice. And here we are saying that they, accordingly to this, they already have actually a center in there, which I think it's pretty cool because, like I said, you can joke around in there. I think it's very interesting. And he said something that makes me think. Stock said it is important for the agency to not get left behind. They don't want to get left behind. So if the technology are advancing and people are using this to good or bad stuff, they don't want to be behind. They have to catch up. They have to be there. Not only Interpol, FBI, every authority. So I think it sounds like a pretty interesting news, but it's actually something very serious. Uh, More sooner or later, we are gonna have some people already. Actually, we already had. If you guys remember some case last year, we had. But more and more people who, let's say, steal money. Let's put this way, in the metaverse, somehow they can steal, um, they're gonna be caught, and I'm pretty sure about it because I think to myself, if I worked and I bought something in there, it can be a house, it can be anything, it can be anything, and someone steal it. I think the person has to be punished. I think it's just a must. There's no discussion. And to be honest, I'm glad to see that Interpol, which is very important, very high level authority, is looking at these situations. I think it's important for all of us. All right, guys. Like I said, this was a very quick version of the Around the Block. I'm here by myself. I help next week. I'm here with my friend Kais or even another friend. It doesn't matter, but to have some chatting. Even we want to bring to you guys more and more guests. So stay stay always as a follower of the page so you can see all the new videos. If you don't have yet, you should click on the description and get a trial, a free trial of Vector platform, which is this one that I just used, because it's the best platform to day trading or even position swing trading in crypto. But don't be careful, otherwise you're gonna be in the Spanish rehabilitation center. All right, so just be careful. But as I always say, guys, always research and study so much. All right, this was this week's version of Around the Block. I hope you guys enjoy it. I would love to know which topics you liked the most. If you want to leave here in the comments some topics for the next video, we are very glad to see your suggestion and bring in the show. All right. And also, if you have some guests, someone who you would like to see here in the show, you can type here as well. We will do everything to bring this guest as well. All right. So, guys, stay safe. Don't forget to subscribe to our page and get your free trial of Vector below. All right. Have a great week, guys, and see you next video.